So, I think we can start, huh?
Yeah, let's.
Okay. Let me do this.
Okay, here we go.
And welcome to the first match of the PAGU Africa Pro League. Rainbow Six Siege with EGA, the Elite Ghost Assassins from Angola, versus Team Fruits from South Africa. Right now, we are in the operator ban phase, and Fruits has picked Blitz as the attacker to be banned, and now EGA is picking the attacker they are going to ban. So welcome. Myself, I am Mo JT, and here I am with Olympus alongside. Olympus, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Finally, the Pro League has begun.
Yes, finally it has, and I could not be any more excited. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited.
I am too. I've been waiting for this for so long. I really apologize to the viewers, especially because that we started a bit late. There were some technical issues here and there, but we sorted them out. And yeah, I think we're good to go. Okay, this is an interesting pick for a defender to ban. It looks like EGA have decided to ban Maestro, so very questionable. What do you think, Olympus?
Now, looking at this ban phase, I see some few things that stand out. Firstly is the Blitz. The Blitz being banned out. I have to say that's a good call on the part of, I believe it's EGA, because Blitz could be quite a terror on this map, especially if he pushes from that construction tunnel.
Yes.
And as well as the mirror ban, because it has become a staple of sorts to have mirror place her black mirrors inside the small closet.
Yeah.
In the laundry.
Oh yeah, very interesting.
The downstairs defense. So
yeah,
banning out a mirror, that's going to definitely influence the round.
Oh yeah,
We'll wait and see how that goes.
And right, I know we also have to explain why we are playing a 5v4 right now. The player from the other team, that is Team Fruits, is having a technical issue on his side. So we have inquired whether they would like to play as they are right now, 4 players on team only and without a sub. So they said they are quite okay with that. And yes. So what are your thoughts about that, Olympus? I mean, playing, you know, with very few players like this. I don't know, but I kind of have a feeling they have everything covered. If they're that confident enough to play with only 4 guys, I think they have something in plan. They must be planning something very, very serious.
Yeah, I believe it speaks on to the team's confidence. If they're okay playing with a 4-man squad against a 5-man squad, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So right here we have Knight VIP on the junkyard, breaking in, looking for devices which he can hack per se. And here we have EGA Estavo droning in on Thermite, trying to follow his teammates, looking for another way through also. And they look like they have a very interesting plan here. Right now...
That Claymore placement by the Thermite speaks to me as an intention to attack the big western window, that claim would just prevent any sort of flanks coming out from that junket tower.
Yeah. And all right, Thatcher here, Clevox seems to have marked one of the Fruits team players. And he's creeping in slowly right there on the armory corridor. Ooh, and Kamikaze takes out Apple Ryan. Very Sloth trades with Knight. Triple X takes out Berry Sloth. So I don't know, Clevox right now with the diffuser drones in, looking for one of the other operators so that he can pick the plant. Ooh, and Goat KRZ takes out Clevox with a 2v1 at moment right now. Kamikaze left with the Thatcher. No, not with the Thatcher, but with Hibana. Playing a very cautious game right now. Going out further. So, taking another entry through the dining hall corridor. Interesting play right here. We see that Nathaniel is playing the dock. Very quiet game right here. KRZ coming very close, waiting for
10 seconds to go.
the Hibana to come through, and Nathaniel takes out Kamikaze to earn Team Fruits the first win for this game. It's a very interesting round, really. They actually won with only 4 guys. And I had a feeling they had something in mind because they knew how to play. What's your thought on that, Olympus?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely knew how to hold down that bomb site. And it just came to the attackers funneling themselves in one by one. And we even saw a team kill coming out from the Hibana.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to believe that was accidental. But yeah, that 4-man squad so far working out for them.
It's really working for them well. So let's see, we can say that evened out the whole game so far.
Yeah.
And we are in to second round. In 6th phase right now, Berry Sloth picks the Vigil with for Team Fruits with no pick for EGA.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
So
bombs as they
right now the bomb is in laundry area, I perceive. So we don't know what they have in mind right now. KRZ here playing a very interesting game. Apple Ryan with on the first floor, reinforcements. And here Nathaniel, the game winner for round 1.
10 seconds remaining.
This is a very good strategy right here. They're trying to block every single entry they can of all the hatches and openings they have to the basement. And yeah, so right now we have here Kamikaze taking the bunker entrance. Droning right through, waiting for the other team to use that entry. So right now, waiting for the firefight to come through. And Kamikaze takes out Nathaniel, 4v3 at moment. With Nathaniel out. Goat KRZ trading in with Clevox. Kamikaze takes out Berry Sloth. Just a short entry left. And Kamikaze takes out Apple Ryan. Ooh. Here, Knight going down, and EGA wins round 2 with Jun, I presume. Hope I haven't butchered that name. Being the round winner. You know, at first I actually thought Jun is Chinese. That was the first time we were having interaction with the team. And we wanted to know what they had in plan for the Pro League going forward. And it was actually made clear that he's actually African. So that was quite an interesting name he picked. I don't know what motivated the choice of name, but maybe in future or so, he should be able to explain why the name. So here we are in the 6th pick with EGA picking Dokebi and Fruits picking the Rook.
Attackers need to locate.
Now that Rook pick is interesting to me because he switched off a Legion. And Legion is one of those operators whose value increases exponentially as the round proceeds. And given the last round we just saw was rather swift, if you could call it that, rush coming out from EGA just storming in through the construction tunnel.
Yeah,
I would have assumed they would pick a couple of trap operators to at least slow down that rush a bit. And they did just that with the Ella and the Frost. But switching off that Legion, definitely an interesting pick.
Very. I think so far I have not seen Legion, if I'm not wrong, unless in the previous rounds picked. Kind of forgot that, but this looks very interesting. Here we have a Knight trying to gain entry into the building with the Jackal. So there's a very heavy responsibility on Team EGA to win this, especially with the advantage of a 5-man player. A lot of the people will say it might be unfair, but I think if they did agree to it, I don't think there should be an issue or so.
Yeah.
And here we have Estavo with the Thermite trying to drone through. They're really going at it very conservatively, trying to find ends to pick. And we have Knight and closing very close. Ooh, almost lost his life. Looking for a small peek through that staircase on the tower. Oh, and Berry Sloth takes out Knight. Nathaniel takes out Jun. Berry Sloth waiting there on the crowd. Berry Sloth takes out Kamikaze, trades him for Nathaniel. And with Clevox here in a trance with the Dokebi. They're trying to find a way through to the bomb site downstairs. Oh, and Clevox trades Apple Ryan. Here we have only Clevox left. And he times him very well. Oh, and Fruits wins the round 3. Once again with a 4-man player. Right there with Berry Sloth taking the winning kill so far. And yes, Olympus, I think you can give us some insight onto most of the games, having seen that we haven't seen any player planting the diffuser so far. They're only going for a run and gun show right now.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a team deathmatch game mode.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It doesn't matter if you get the defuse planted. If all your players have died, then you simply do not win the round.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe that we haven't seen any diffuser being planted because both the teams are playing a rather aggressive game.
Very aggressive game, indeed. And right now, none of the teams is utilizing the 6th pick. They're going to stick to the pre-chosen players. So with that, off to the game.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So right now, we see that the bomb is in Dome Main Hall, that is. Here we have Nathaniel all securing the rooms using the barricades. And the second floor room, KRZ with the smoke.
10 seconds left.
With only 10 seconds left,
attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
It doesn't look like they've utilized the what's it called? The use of the map to their advantage right now. I think so far it's only KRZ who has taken steps to secure that part of the map where the bomb is. What's your thought, Olympus?
I mean, the last time that the Fruits defended this bomb site, they were successful in just anchoring down, holding tight, and waiting for the attackers to push into them.
Yeah.
So I really can't question his decision to do that, given that it worked last.
Very well for them too.
Yeah.
So here Shinjan Chun has found one of the other players on Team Fruits, trying now to gain entry. So one of the EGA players, Clevox, right now is grounded.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
With the Hibana, and he's been revived at the main entrance right now.
Recovered their diffuser. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
So we don't know what Clevox is attempting here.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
He seems to be having an issue. Right now we'll go to Estavo, and Nathaniel takes out Estavo here with the dock, and his teammate Apple Ryan takes out Kamikaze with only 3 players left in the other team. And so KRZ takes out Apple Ryan, trying to revive him. And that was smart. I actually thought that he would revive him without the dock, but I think that was well taken care of. So we have Berry Sloth downstairs with the Legion. Oh, and Night VIP takes out Berry Sloth here with the Sophia planting the Claymore, waiting for entry to into the building so far. And Estavo finds one of the players upstairs very closely. One of them hears the KRZ takes out Night VIP, noticing that there was rappel to the top of the house. Here Nathaniel getting the winning kill using Doc and winning the 4th round for Team Fruits. And we are in round 5 right now. What's your take on the domination by Team Fruits, Olympus?
It's definitely surprising, given that they're playing with just 4 men.
Yeah.
It's I believe you could attribute some of it to maybe an underestimation on the part of EGA.
Yes, indeed.
Going into the match with a bit of an overconfidence, thinking that they could take it a clean sweep given the quote-unquote man disadvantage that Fruits are facing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think EGA is must be actually very shocked in that with a 4-man team actually defeating them in several rounds, 3 of them to be precise, they should be rethinking their strategies right now.
Yeah, part of it also has to come down to the strategies that EGA are applying onto their rounds. Maybe they're just getting a feel for each other and understanding how to approach the objective.
Yeah, indeed. So here we have
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
KRZ with a smoke trying to take out the drones. And he notices the Twitch drone. It's actually really affecting his focus in the
10
game.
seconds to insertion.
A very good distraction.
5 seconds remaining.
So
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
right now we have KR Berry Sloth with the Valk placing the cameras on the first floor of the bathroom corridor. And Estavo gaining entry from the first floor office with his drone taken out, knowing the direction of the other team. Very smart and well played. He tries to see through the bathroom which players are hiding on it, with a night VIP inside the first floor office as Thermite, with nothing in plan on set. Here we have Clevox. Oh gosh, okay, we seem to have run into some issues here. Sorry about that, guys. Must have been a technical difficulty in the connection. So we should be able to fix that in the next few minutes or so. So yes, that was pushed by a problem that we've had currently, so that stops our match for now. Guys, we will be right back shortly, so yes, just stay tuned as we sort out these technical issues. I think we're in. So guys, we are back. Sorry about that technical difficulty. We have updated the scores, so everything should be back to normal. That was one crazy hell of a show. What do you think about that, Olympus?
About what exactly?
The disconnection.
I mean, it's unfortunate, and we do apologize again to the viewers, but keep in mind that the African region is yet to get our dedicated data centers.
Yeah.
So connection to Europe is a bit of a problem right now.
Yeah, because there's one of the players
because of the physical distance between here and West Germany or South France or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever country the server is located in. So again, we do apologize. Thank you for sticking with us, but we're back into the game now.
Indeed. I think I hope Ubisoft is listening actually.
Ubisoft, please, if you're listening, we have been waiting for 4 months since you announced the servers in South Africa.
Yeah, please
here. When that gets delivered, these connectivity issues won't be a thing of occurrence anymore.
Yeah, true, very true. Wow. And also, I think also connections to do with the ISPs, because right now the ISPs like we have are not the best, but they are trying their best. Like right now, our connections should be decent. That is without butchering anyone. So here we have Grakata waiting for the spawn peak. This is interesting. Are you seeing this?
I see this, and it's quite dangerous. If those two players see him, his life could come to an early end, but he decides to fall back instead.
Yeah. That was a very interesting
play from him.
Very smart. Right now, looking at EGA and Vigil, seeing the broken barricade. Grakata trying to find his way out. Ooh, that firefight looks very intense right now. There with the dog, actually waiting right there. With nothing intent in mind, and we have Knight outside, rappelling to the extension of the bus yard, looking through the window of the bathroom. As he rappels inside, let's look at Clevox over here, already in the office first floor. He is in entry point right now, just close to the bomb site. And oh, just missing the shots by a whisk. And there we have Knight going outside. With Grakata taking out Clevox. Very close, tight firefight right now. Grakata downstairs, and he takes out Knight VIP. Oh, clean shave. Well dusted job right there. Waiting for the other player to come through. Ooh, Jinjanjun takes out Grakata with Nathaniel trading with Estavo. And here we have Jinjanjun waiting on the corridor of the office entry.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
So here we have Clevox right now with one of the players using out entry point on the staircase, and KRZ takes out Jinjanjun to give Fruits the next win. Incredible play. What do you take of that round, Olympus?
That round was mostly Grakata doing a lot of the work.
Oh yeah.
Using his EFC ability, that's Vigil's cloak, he was able to dodge the drones and survive probably longer than he should have in that junkyard tower.
Yeah, that
was just giving hell to EGA. They seemingly couldn't find him, and I believe lost 3 bodies to him.
Oh yeah, right there. He played really aggressively, very well. I was expecting him to actually take the shots right from the peak point in office, but it seems like he changed his mind at that point. But really well played by Team Fruits.
Yeah, it was a smart decision for Grakata to back off from that spawn pick when it didn't bear him any fruit.
Oh, indeed.
I had to get that one in there. And when they finally took him down, they just simply didn't have enough time. They didn't have enough man advantage to attack the site. And leaving it to a 1v5, not the best of situations for your attackers.
Indeed, indeed. So here we have Kamikaze with the Jaeger and bomb site at basement corridor. So Knight with the Kamikaze with the Legion planting toxins on the first floor lobby into the laundry area. That is at bomb site B. So we would like to see what it is they have in mind. So here we have KRZ as Hibana. Droning right through with experiencing the mute jammers in the lobby right now. So now KRZ actually knows where they're hiding at. Oh, and he gets pricked with the Legion goo mines. And he's targeting the basement floor. And here Berry Sloth is using the Dokebi to go through from the rooftop into the building. Nathaniel at meeting hall right now. Watching one of the players get revived. KRZ takes out Knight, cutting the man count to 5 before. Team Fruits finds the bomb with Grakata taking out Clevox. Nathaniel reviving his teammate. And here looking at Estavo with the Rook right now having a echo experience.
Attackers approaching the bomb.
Right now, KRZ takes out Jinja and June with Estavo becoming the last person alive. And he takes Estavo, takes out KRZ with Apple doing a team kill on Grakata. Estavo takes Nathaniel out. In a 2v1, he could be able to clutch this. With the Dokebi, Berry Sloth, interfering with his attention. And Apple Ryan takes out Estavo to win for Team Fruits the 6th round of this game. I do believe Estavo could have clutched that one, but he was out of luck at the point. Olympus, what did you think of that?
Estavo definitely could have clutched it, but the pre-fire...
In favor of Fruits indeed. So right now, Team Fruits is really dominating, even despite the disconnection we had with the return of the fifth man, Mr. Grakata. He has indeed helped the team with a slight, what do you call it, significance at moment. And I can say truly this match is going in their favor right now.
Yeah, be that as it may, I don't think that if Fruits would have continued playing with 4 men, it would have changed much.
Yeah,
given they were already at a 3-1 advantage. I think they're playing this really well. They're definitely showing us some interesting things. And 5-man or not, they seem to have this one in the bag.
Oh yeah, indeed, indeed. And we have Knight VIP as the Legion. securing the bottom first floor, the dining hall. And here looking at Estavo with the large window at the second floor of the dome main hall. With action phase beginning right now. We have the Fruits team attacking. Ooh, and Night VIP takes out Goat. KRZ with Grakata exchanging with Clevox, and Grakata taking out with him Estavo to give them a 3v3. Apple Ryan takes out Knight, leaving the Fruits team advantaged with a 3-man at moment. Jinjan Jun takes out Berry Sloth at, and here we have Kamikaze as Frost. Slowly creeping on the dome main hall, next to bomb site A. Very silent play indeed. And one of the players gets beat. Here we have Apple Ryan droning in. Watch the three of them, and he notices the Frost. And we have re-entry point with the Frost looking for a way to enter right there. Oh, and ADS takes out that was with Apple Ryan taking out Kamikaze. 1v2 left at moment with Apple Ryan with very little life, waiting for the Valk to show up through, and he misses the C4 shot, peeking through. Oh, and Jinjan Jun takes out Apple Ryan and Nathaniel. My god, very well played. That was very well played indeed. For once, EGA takes a second round here, giving EGA a second win to boost the score points for this match to a 2-5. Olympus, what did you think of that? That was unexpected.
That was an unusual round, to say the least. It started off with a couple of missed shots from Crazy, I believe, on the back.
Yeah.
Trying to challenge the Legion who was spawn picking him from Armory. And a lot of action happened within the span of 45 seconds, and we were at the 2-minute mark with a 2v2. So it was interesting, to say the least. But that was good stuff from EGA.
Very well
bring it a bit closer, but they still have a tall order. If they are to take this to a draw 3 rounds in a row, it's not going to be an easy job, especially given how well that Fruits have been playing.
Indeed, yes. That was actually very unexpected from Jinjan Jun. I thought the round was going to the Fruits team, but they really capitalized on that with just one player. So in round,
if we could take a look at the scoreboard real quick, just to see the contributions of some of the players, and you can see Grakata there doing a bit of the heavy lifting on his team with 6 kills, and the kills spread a bit more evenly amongst the rest of his teammates. Very Sloth finding it a bit hard to make it onto the board. Indeed. But we'll remind you there was a rehost, so we might have missed some of those kills.
Indeed. So at moment right now, as we move towards the attacker's zone, Grakata playing as Thermite gives entry for his teammates. There with Berry Sloth as Jackal holding the diffuser, looking for particular peak points, and he experiences the explosion and he gets taken out by Kamikaze with Nathaniel taking out an exchange to put it at 4v4. And We have Grakata right here. Passing through the kitchen, first floor. With nothing in sight right now. Night VIP playing with the Capcan and the bunker entrance. Quietly holding point. And Jinjanjun takes out Grakata. Well played. And Apple ran with the Thatcher. Well timing the... Ooh! And with very close time, he misses just by a cinch. Nathaniel takes out Jinjanjun.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
And rescues his teammate, Apple Ryan, back up.
A bomb has been located.
With a close shave at that point. And we have Apple Ryan trying to find his way into the other side. So right now Nathaniel taken out by Night VIP with a 3v2 moment right now. Knight lying down slowly and keenly. He knows he's being tracked. Planting the bomb in very specific sections. Here we have Estavo also.
Reloaded.
Clevox waiting for the... Ooh, Clevox taken out by Apple Ryan, who also exchanges him for Estavo. And with only one person, putting it in a 1v1 moment. Same ground right now. Night VIP running through, and he gets taken out by Crazy to give Team Fruits the win. Right there with a shot to the head. Fruits wins the first match at 6-2. So what are your thoughts generally on that, on the full game, Olympus?
I have to say it was entertaining to watch because we were witnessing a team of 4 people simply absolutely destroying a team of 5, and I don't know whether it was from good play from EGA or rather from exquisite play from Fruits, but that was quite an oddity. It's not every day you see a team of 4 beat a team of 5.
Indeed, indeed, yes. And right now we go through the break to wait the next game. And yes, Okay, so okay, fine. There we go. And second map, we are in Consulate. What? So take us through, Olympus.
All right, we'll be having Elite Ghost Assassins facing off against Fruits in the second map, which is Consulate. Now, Consulate will be an interesting map to watch because all three bomb sites are equally viable as long as you have the strategies to hold them. So let's see how the ban phase goes, and then we'll continue from there.
Yes, indeed.
So first attacker being banned out will be yet again Blitz.
Interesting.
It seems EJ really don't want to face off against a Blitz.
Yeah, they must be having something about the Blitz that they don't like.
I agree. He could be quite a painful operator to deal with in a one-on-one engagement.
Indeed, indeed.
And we'll have Fruits banning the second attacker, which turns out to be Thatcher. Interesting.
Okay. So there might be a possibility that they want to use electronic equipment or something of the sort close to that. That's why they are banning the Thatcher.
Yeah, and EGA kept on bringing a Thatcher and Thermite combo in the previous map, so I believe they're trying to read a bit into that.
Ah, yeah, indeed.
Limit the amount of disruption that combination could ensue.
Indeed, yes. And now even the Maestro is
being banned yet again.
Interesting. He must be a very big threat to the attacking players right now. So that's why he's gone at that point.
I would seem to believe that Maestro would be used to deny the plant in a sense, because he could deal quite a bit of damage to a player standing still. However, that being said, we really didn't see a situation where it came down to a plant, because the rounds were rather aggressive and it came down to just simply team deathmatch.
Indeed, yes.
So that Maestro pick definitely interesting to say the least. And again, we have Mira being banned out.
Indeed.
And she's an operator who's been sitting on the bench for a while now, I believe, because she's quite powerful.
And
in terms of allowing you to defend the maps in a different way when you wouldn't have a mirror on your team.
And I don't know if I've picked to notice, like the EGA team has brought in one of the subs, which is Zone Corpses over here. He wasn't there in the previous rounds, so they must have brought him in, seeing that the team has been faced with a threat, especially knowing that Fruits won the first match. Yeah. So
to locate and defuse as
and here we go. Council office and meeting room will be the first site to be defended. And Zun will be bringing out a Caveira. Hopefully this time he'll be able to get something off of her.
Attackers have discovered the location.
And nothing too interesting on the side of EGA. Blackbeard, Twitch, Thermite, Buck, and Ash.
Indeed. So
Bomb
here,
located by attackers. 10 seconds to go.
Team Fruits doing the share of distractions.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Here we have Grakata with the Ash. Going through the front yard extension. Checking out Berry Sloth with the Twitch. Trying to drone his way up. He's taking like a direct route. Very risky at the moment. And the drone gets taken out, so he loses a Twitch drone over there. Seems at a different point right now.
Now Appleberry seems to have lost all of his health as Grakata takes out Tsun, so that Caveira will not be doing much this round at all. as we hit the 2-minute mark. Apple Ryan deciding to fall and get reset. However, this could be risky given he's right outside the objective. Also, a kamikaze takes out Brakata. And we are at 1:55 left. It's 4v4. Very Sloth peeking out on the balcony windows into the A bomb site, calling it out for his teammates, the player who's in connector. And that appears to be the dock of Knight, who seems to be taken out and disconnects, unfortunately. Very Sloth hesitating for a moment after seeing that alibi hologram. Nathaniel doing some recon work on his drone, trying to get some information for Beresloth, checking out the hologram by the long desk in the hallway, and it appears at the moment that Doc is the only player anywhere close to the site, and also the one sitting behind the table in A, who is the Jaeger.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
And Zone Corpses takes out Nathaniel with Crazy trading him off to give the Fruits team their first win on the second map. And I don't know if I believe or should say this was a very slow round, especially for the Fruits team. They didn't play as aggressively as they have in the previous games, but they have managed to secure that round by a very small inch. So that was a very conservative round at that point. So right now, the EGA team is 1 man short right now, and they're asking for a pause at moment. So yeah,
So ile chat ya nini? You'll take it when you resume.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are
good luck. Have
back to Consulate. Sorry about that technical problem. One of the players had left, but they are back and the scores are updated. Thank God for that update. Ubisoft really saved us a lot of disconnection issues with all that. And right now, Mr. Knight VIP is back to the EGA team with continuation on map Consulate. And we're in the peak phase. So, yes. This being the reveal phase, we are waiting for the 6th pick, with all the teams knowing what they're going to pick as their 6th player. Right now we have Clevox changing from Bandit, waiting for a second choice. We have Crazy choosing Twitch, and Clevox going for Ella. So, Olympus, what do you make of what we just went through?
Attackers need to locate
that Twitch pick is interesting to me, because most of the time how you see Twitch being used is to counter Mirror by opening the black Mirror windows. And given that Mirror is a band operator for this match, I'm not quite sure what the thought process is there. Or, of course, it could be a case whereby Crazy is just very comfortable playing that operator and he would rather pick Twitch. We really don't know at this point.
True, very true. So right now, Jinjan June with the Valk barricade. So we haven't seen any black mirrors thrown yet. Here we have Clevox with the Ella, and right now we go to the Fruits team with Jackal, played by Barry Sloth, and right now he is looking for an entry point, taking out the camera from the front yard. Here Apple Ryan as the Blackbeard going to the garage roof, and Grakata, I think there must be some sort of communication right there, to go through the rooftop. And Grakata looking for an entry point right now. He sees the operator behind the shield aiming. Oh, and it gets taken out by the ADS. And he knows his bomb has been taken out by the grenade has been taken out by the ADS. And right now Grakata is trying to find a way through with the sledge. And once again, the stun grenade taken out by the ADS. And they're really trying to find a way through. Very Sloth right now with the Jackal at the garage roof, and not much happening there. Nathaniel right now stabbed by the goo mine as Thermite. Kamikaze taken out, or takes out Grakata, I beg your pardon. And not much happening here. We go to the Twitch. Jinjanjun takes out Berry Sloth in process while he was just away from his teammates. And while we go to Nathaniel, he's on the staircase close to... Oh, when he gets taken out by Kamikaze. You have really well played and really strategized here with the Legion. And throwing the goo mines on the staircase, the second floor console front desk. And here we have Kamikaze waiting keenly on the front desk right next to the staircase. And Good Crazy takes out Jinjan Jun. Oh, and Kamikaze takes out Apple Ryan. It's a 4v1, and we have only one player left, which Crazy takes out Kamikaze, going up the stairs with such a very short time. And Clayvox takes out Crazy to give EGA the win for round 2. That was very
and what a win. Excuse me, go ahead.
Oh, it's all right. That was crazy strategy by EGA, giving them the draw. I don't know what you pick of this, Olympus.
Yeah, that was a well played out round by EGA. It seemed to be one of the few rounds that they really had it under control.
Indeed.
And Fruits were sort of fumbling on the attack, not knowing what direction to push from.
Very true. And at the reveal phase, this will give EGA an edge, and also a wake-up call to the Fruits team as they do their 6th pick right now, with Clayvox once again picking Ella and Grakata picking Jackal. I don't know if these 6 picks are effective in changing the rounds at the moment, especially for these teams. Olympus, what do you think? Does it significantly affect their play?
So far, it's, I think, a bit too early to tell. But the 6th pick really just adds the next level of strategy to the game. And I can't call it yet. If the 6th pick changes what the other team's operator composition will be like, I really can't tell it right now.
Very true, very true. So right now,
10 seconds left before insertion.
Go to Jin Jun playing as the Carp.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Nothing interesting on that side, with Clayvox protecting the public bathroom on the 1st floor, with Barry Sloth using the drone as Hibana right now, trying to dodge Night VIP with the Legion, and he encloses on the bathroom door. Oh, and his drone gets taken out. It's very interesting how Night VIP. It's very interesting how this the players are playing cat and mouse games with the drones. So, yeah, what were you saying, Olympus?
Just making note of Night VIP struggling a little bit to get that drone.
Oh yeah, indeed.
But he finally does, and about a minute has drained off the clock with no progress happening. Players of Fruits are in the main lobby trying to hunt down that Legion and the cow. Shots going out on the circle desk. They miss on both sides. It seems that Grakata is injured, and Barry Sloth finally getting June chasing him down around ring a rosy around that circle desk, and he does get the opportunity to pick up Grakata. And hopefully that Jackal now can track some of those roamers down. Those roamers playing rather aggressively at the beginning of the round.
Breach charge prime.
Smart and well played by Crazy. He takes off as soon as he gets detected right from garage into the top floor.
A minute left, and it's 5v4 in favor of Fruits. However, 2 of their players have taken quite a bit of damage, and Nathaniel takes out Kamikaze, bringing it to a 3v5 at the moment with 50 seconds left to go. The attackers on that yellow stairs circling the objective site. However, Night VIP takes out Crazy, 2v4 now, 45 seconds. It's a 1v4, and it's all up to Zone Corpses, who can't do anything, but Barry Sloth takes him out. Fruits win round number 3.
Indeed, and Fruits with the comeback to give themselves an edge over the other team in this matchup. right now, this being the second map of the series between the two teams, EGA needs to take advantage of this map, especially knowing that this is the last time they will be encountering Team Fruits. So they really need the win for this. They really need the win. And right now with the 6th pick, Clevox decides to okay, still picking with Crazy switching his to the IQ, and there's no 6th pick. Is actually
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as
loses
they
that
can.
opportunity.
I wouldn't say he's lost the opportunity per se,
Uh-huh.
because he did utilize the 6th pick. He just
Bomb
decided
located by
to
attackers.
stick to the operator he had chosen.
Ah, all right, indeed.
So that could potentially trip up the other team.
Ah, true, indeed, indeed.
Now we have here Fruits, excuse me, EGA defending the garage and cafeteria area again, given that they didn't win it on the last round. That last round was quite a decisive one in favor of Fruits.
True.
Except for that bit of a dance we had in the main lobby where Clevox is right
Attackers
now.
are heading out to defuse
The attackers seemed to, once they had gotten rid of the roamers, just encircle the site with heavy presence coming from the yellow stairs and just push down the site. So we'll see if they'll do the same this time. Given that this is the second time that EJ will be defending that bomb site, we hope they'll have learned from the past mistakes.
Indeed. So good. Crazy takes out Night VIP. Wow, clean. From
And
the
here we have Nathaniel the Thermite trying to open the garage wall, and he does seem to be successful to get it open uncontested at the 2-minute 15 mark, which is good progress coming out from the attackers. He gets drowned out by his teammate trying to find someone behind the white van, picks a hard angle on the wall, and April, Ryan elsewhere able to get a knife kill onto Clevox. Excuse me. Would love to see how that went down. The Echo actually managing to get the Thermite down at that range. Impressive given the little damage that MP5 does. And Nathaniel is now very late. I think he'll be left on 2 HP once that Finker boost fades off.
two.
1:45 left. And the two hard breaches of Thermite and Hibana circling that garage wall, trying to find the pits. But Fruits just, excuse me, EGA just not giving it to them. Grakata elsewhere takes out Zone Corpses, Kamikaze on Grakata, and it's a trade. And it puts us at a 2v4. Make that a 2v3 as Kamikaze is able to get Berislot. Nathaniel gets Kamikaze, and now it's a 1v2 as Chun gets out, takes down Goat with 1:15 left to go. Chun is miles off the site and he attempts to rotate as the diffuser has been dropped down. The the Finker of April Berry is flanking him, and he does take him down with a clean shot. Fruits taking round 4.
Indeed. You almost had it right there, but Fruits takes that round to win their team round 4 of this series. And looks like Fruits is dominating once again. Second map.
Yeah, I agree. A 3-1 lead is a dangerous prospect for EGA, given that they came off a 6-2 loss on the last map of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I would be shaking in my boots if I were EGA right now.
Indeed, indeed.
And it appears they try something different with Kamikaze going onto Ella, Zone Corpses onto the Jaeger, and it seems that they'll defend Consul Office and Meeting Room this time.
Indeed, yes. And also point to note, we have not seen any plans of the diffuser ever since these teams have met each other.
Yeah, and I think, again, that comes down to just how aggressive both teams are playing.
True, very true.
Now, Chun, the last round on the Vigil, definitely could have clutched that round. I think maybe if the barricade from his own team wouldn't have blocked him from getting to the cafeteria, maybe he could have been able to hide a little bit more, buy some time, and escape the Finca. But Appleberry coming down those spiral stairs was just able to clean him up.
Indeed.
And that speaks to me as an important thing to note. As a defender, you need to be very careful where you place your utility, because it can, and most of the time does, work against you if you allow the attackers to push you heavily.
5 seconds to go.
So
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
we have
An interesting change up on the side of that's EGA, as they Fruits,
yes.
as they bring out a glass and a fuse, the two Spetsnaz operators on the attacking lineup. Also bringing Beresloth on that Hibana. It'll be quite interesting on the Dokkaebi. It'll be interesting to see how that gets used out.
Indeed. And as you can see, the fuse bombs get ADS'd, so the very little effect on that.
I would disagree, because at this level of play, the main role of the fuse is actually to burn out the defender's utility
True,
and not get kills. Because if you remember the last time that Fruits were attacking this site, those ADSs really gave them a hard time trying to flash out the Echo, who was in a small closet of the B bomb site. Night VIP is able to take out Beresloth, and those phone calls will not be of use this round. Clevox takes out Nathaniel, and it's a 5v3. EGA in the lead so far, as they seem to be holding on to this admin office, not giving up control just yet. April Ryan will be swinging into admin, will meet Clevox, and it's an engagement as both sides miss the shots. April Ryan is heavily injured. He meets the Legion of April Ryan and gets taken down, and Night VIP is left on very little HP. It's all up to the fuse of Crazy, as Grakata is taken down, and this will be quite impossible for him to win, as he of course changes my mind as he gets 2 quick kills in succession. Clevox going down, seems to see the head of that Legion just barely. 50 seconds on the clock, as it's a staring game between the two.
I'm just waiting for the other player.
Odd that Night VIP hasn't been healed, given that Chun is playing on that dock.
Indeed, yeah.
30 seconds to go as Crazy makes his way up the circular spiral stairs, and the defenders, all they have to do at this point is to wait it out, given that Crazy doesn't hold the diffuser. He shoots at the soda machine, giving his position away, and the dock is there to greet him. June, headshot on Crazy, takes him out. EGA winning round number 5.
Very well done. EGA making a kill for themselves, a win for themselves, beg your pardon. Taking round 5. Very well strategized possession. 2 games to 3 against Team Fruits, so they still do have an advantage and a chance to win this game.
Yeah, and as we hit the halfway point of the matchup, the teams will switch sides, as now EGA gets to attack 5 rounds in a row, and we'll see what Fruits brings on out for defense. And they seem to be going with the Jaeger, Echo, Rook, Caveira, and Smoke. Nothing too odd given the operator choices we've seen so far. EGA will be bringing us a Jackal, Ash, Dokkaebi, IQ, and Lion.
Well indeed.
And we go into the 6th pick phase, as Grakata decides he doesn't want to play that curve and instead brings us a Vigil.
Attackers need to locate and
we'll see how that works out for him, as it did quite well on the last map when he was playing over in the Junket Tower.
And here Nathaniel plays with the Rook. opening up the second floor hallway into the meeting room.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And right now Clevox looking for a place to hide his Dokebi drone. Sitting still. Very well placed moment. So they see a very big opening right there with Xinjiang Jun and the Ash breaking into the staircase, looking for one of the players he knows he can take up. Looking on the staircase into the open hole on the stairs. Well placed indeed. So they should have an idea that there are EGA players coming through that route, and Xinjiang Jun decides to take another route slightly different from that one. And Kamikaze with the Jackal aiming at the staircase. So right now he's on at a very indifferent point. Here we have Night VIP. Oh, missing that shot by a whisk. Oh my god. That Lion would have won that easy. Krakata taking out Clevox.
The first E1D of the round goes down at the halfway point, and it seems that the EGA players are set up to take control of that A bomb site. 3v5 as Crazy finds a kill, a double kill onto Kamikaze and Zone Corpses. Knight takes out Grakata, and it's a 2v4 with a minute on the clock.
And here we have Nathaniel taking out Xinjiang Jun, being the only player on his team, Night VIP, at the extension building rooftop. Slowly waiting for the other players to show up right now, and he seems to be out of luck at the moment, trying to find a way in which he can get downstairs. With the players noting his position right now, he's trying to check to the broken hatch on the roof. Don't know whether it's a hatch or what, or a sunroof, as per se.
15 seconds
So
left.
he uses up his special
10
ability
seconds left.
with only 10 seconds left, and this one looks like it's a straight win for
Operators, you are out of time.
Team Fruits, winning that round clean, with no action from Night VIP. I think that was a very cool attempt they took, but it was good that Night VIP actually noticed that his chances of winning that round were very, very minimal, and he decides to once again pick the Lion to see whether he can make his way into the building. And yeah, let's see how successful he might become in this attempt.
A couple of change-ups coming out from AGA's roster, as we have Zofia and Capital making their first appearance for this matchup. Be interesting to see how June utilizes those asphyxiating bolts as well as those smoke. And Fruits sticking to the same operators except the Bandit maybe.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
As we go
the
into
bomb
round
site.
number 7, and it's a 4v2 in terms of points in the favor of Fruits.
Attackers have located a bomb.
So EGA with attempts to find the bomb. Crazy decides to break the
Attackers have discovered the location of a
garage
bomb.
doorway of bomb site A, bomb site B, sorry.
10 seconds to insertion.
Now, for those of you asking, Crazy with the shotgun there was opening up the walls of the garage just to assist the bandit that is very sloth with his bandit streaking. The sound travels a bit better through less surfaces, and that's just what
oh my god.
April Ryan, a spawn kill with the echo, no less, onto Kamikaze before June trades him out. 4v4 and the round just started. This will be an interesting one to see.
Very quick, very quick.
And June seems to rush into Yellow Stairs, taking quick control of it, and a sick flick onto Banana Grakata takes him down. 4v3. June at 50 HP takes out the batteries on that garage wall, allowing the hard breachers to get into it. Interestingly though, no hard breachers this time. The first E1D goes down as Knight and Evil Corpses, Zone Corpses, excuse me, are taking control of the Visa office. 2 minutes on the clock, and it's 4v3. AGA in man count lead.
Ooh. And almost got shot his teammate right there. Knight looking for a shot through and noticing that the other players have hid themselves on the other side. Taking steps to make sure that no one passes through the Visa office by planting a claymore. And looking at Zone Corpses, trying to find a way through. Oh, and he gets just whisked slightly. Noticing that chances of entry are very limited, and the stun grenade gets taken out by the ADS. And he tries to get a shot at Nathaniel, but he can't. Having a very difficult time.
That Jaeger just dancing behind the B bomb site. Barry Sloth, his second kill of the round on Tonight VIP. It's a 2v2, 50 seconds on the round. June and the Jackal left, and excuse me, June gets taken out by Barry Sloth. It's 44 seconds on the clock. It's all up to Zone Corpses to win this. He's got Barry Sloth and Nathaniel to go through. He doesn't hold the diffuser in hand, and it appears this is a clean round for Fruits. Some shots rattle off from Zone, giving off his position. He decides to rotate, and he's met by Barry Sloth. His third kill of the round onto Zone Corpses.
Giving Fruits team round 8. And here we are at match point, meaning if Team Fruits wins this, they have won the whole game and the 2 encounters matches they have had with EGA, and it looks like they're gonna have a very, very, very easy time right now.
It did appear for a moment there that Crazy wanted to bless us with the presence of the Lord, but decides to stick to smoke. And as you said, 5-2 is it's quite a tough hill for EGA to climb
right now. Yes,
as the Fruits have shown themselves to be quite formidable.
Indeed, indeed. And right now, I'm sure Fruits are gonna play it easy because it's going to be a downhill win for them at this point. They don't have to sweat it out that much right now. EGA is really contemplating on what they will have to do to win this. It'll be very interesting to see what options they have.
Speaking of contemplating, EGA seems to have brought out a full disruptive roster, as they have a Ying, a Jackal, a Lion, and a Dokkaebi. And of course that Thermite, who is a bit of a staple on this map, just because of how much utility his exothermic charge provides.
Oh, true, indeed.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
And here we have
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to insertion.
the Ying by Kamikaze trying to find a position in the extension rooftop.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
So trying to find a way in which he can change possession of that drone. Of which, well, I believe wants to use the entry of that room into the bomb site. And here we have Night VIP as Thermite using the front yard entrance to gain entry into that building. Yeah, Apple Ryan with the Legion looking outside, trying to find a way in which he can be able to take out the other player. So it's a bit of an exchange right now. Oh, and he misses by a whisk that grenade. EGA finds a second bomb. Nathaniel takes out Knight, which is unfortunate, and he takes out Kamikaze also. Oh god, having a very easy time. Oh, and right now Clevox and his teammate finding a very difficult time, and he misses by a whisk. Oh, and Barry Scott takes out Clevox, with Zone Corpses being the last man on his team right now, and Zone Corpses takes out Barry Sloth. In a 1v3 situation is where he ends right now, so he'll really need to find a way in which he can be able to win that for his team, with one of the Fruits team players on the other side of the map. And he goes through the staircase, not seeing a way which he can be able to re-enter, but he's using the main stairs on the first floor, and he gets pricked by the goo mine. He's in a very tight position right now, knowing there are two operators on bomb site B and one in bomb site A.
15 seconds remaining.
With a whisk of a... Oh, and Apple Ryan takes out Zone Corpses to win his team, to win for his team. This moment... and in general, the two encounters the teammates have had, the players of each team, a general round defeat of 2 games by Team Fruits. So what do you take of this, Olympus?
That MVP Legion trap at the end there.
Yeah, I was wondering, did he actually die? Did he actually die from the Legion trap? Or?
Yeah, you remember, as you may know, the Legion goo trap does 10 ticks of damage on initial contact, then 8 ticks of damage per, I believe, second.
Yeah.
Don't put out.
True,
so it's more than capable of finishing an operator who's already low on HP.
Okay, alright.
Now, it's been quite an interesting matchup to watch between Elite Ghost Assassins, that's EGA, versus Fruits. And we started on Oregon and then went to Consulate.
Yes.
6-2 win on both maps. So 6-2, 6-2. Fruits, well, the results speak for themselves.
Indeed. So, Fruits dominating the Elite Ghost Assassins. And overall, it looks like Team Fruits is way ahead of the scoreboard right now, with already 6 points in their bag right now. And yes, I think that is all from us. And until the next match, we will see you guys. Thank you.